E-Classroom, sponsored by রাষ্ট্রীয় মাধ্যমিক শিক্ষা অভিযান, ত্রিপুরা রাজ্য মিশন।
মাধ্যমিক স্তরের শিক্ষার গুণগত মানকে সুনিশ্চিত করার লক্ষ্যে রাষ্ট্রীয় মাধ্যমিক শিক্ষা অভিযান, ত্রিপুরা রাজ্য মিশন কর্মরত মাধ্যমিক স্তরের শিক্ষক ও বিদ্যালয় প্রধানদের প্রশিক্ষণ, বিজ্ঞান শিক্ষণ সামগ্রী প্রদান, ছাত্রীদের আত্মরক্ষামূলক প্রশিক্ষণ, মেধায় পিছিয়ে পড়া ছাত্রছাত্রীদের বিশেষ শিক্ষাদান, প্রতিবন্ধীদের জন্য অনুদান, রাজ্যে কলা উৎসব আয়োজন সহ অন্যান্য কর্মসূচি রূপায়ণ করছে।
জানেন কি, বিদ্যালয় ছুট সারা দেশের একটি জ্বলন্ত সমস্যা। এই সমস্যা সমাধানে রাষ্ট্রীয় মাধ্যমিক শিক্ষা অভিযানের উদ্যোগে আগামী 1 জানুয়ারি থেকে সপ্তাহব্যাপী বিদ্যালয় ফিরে চলো কর্মসূচি গ্রহণ করা হয়েছে। 14 থেকে 16 বছর বয়সী সমস্ত ছেলে মেয়েদের মাধ্যমিক শিক্ষা সম্পূর্ণ করার জন্য আপনারা সবাই এগিয়ে আসুন।
মাঝপথে যারা লেখাপড়া ছেড়ে দিয়েছো বন্ধুরা, তোমরা বিদ্যালয়ে আবার ফিরে এসো।
রাষ্ট্রীয় মাধ্যমিক শিক্ষা অভিযান।
Hello, dear students.
Hello, ma'am.
How are you?
Fine, ma'am.
Okay, please be seated.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, dear students, today we'll be discussing with some very interesting topic. Before starting, can you tell me whether in this world two individuals are exactly alike or not?
No, ma'am.
Really? Anyone tell me why?
Ma'am, I think they are not alike. There are some differences.
Okay, sit down. Yes, students, you are correct. Okay, organisms are not exactly alike and they vary appreciably. So today we'll be discussing on it, and our topic of the day is mechanism of evolutions. So can you tell me the reason behind?
Ma'am, is it variation? I have a little bit doubt.
Okay, sit down. Yes, it is. It is variations, all right? The differences between the related organisms occurring in the same environment are variations. And then we found them, they are very important for variations. So, in this topic, we'll be covering variations, mutations, recombinations, gene flow, and genetic drift. Now, let's start with the variations. As I have told you the definitions of the variations, now I'll be going to the different types of variations. There are different types of variations, all right? Types of variations. You can note it down. First is useful variations. Second is unuseful. Third is hereditary. Fourth is non-hereditary. Can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Continuous. And the last one I'll be writing here. These continuous variations. Okay, these are the different types of variations. We can categorize them in the useful variations, unuseful variations, hereditary variations, non-hereditary variations, continuous variations, and discontinuous variations. So first of all, we will see what is useful variations. Useful variations are the variations which have a better survival value in the struggle for existence. Is it clear?
Yes,
Okay, now coming to the unuseful variations. The variations which will have less survival value in the struggle for existence. Now, the third one, hereditary variations. In this hereditary variations, the variations are inherited only in the successive generations. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, the fourth one, non-hereditary variations. The non-hereditary variations are the variations which are not inherited in the successive generations. Alright? Yes, clear? Yes. Okay. Any doubts? Yes?
Why this is so that some variations are hereditary and some are not hereditary?
Okay, sit down. Because the hereditary variations occur in a genetic cells and non-hereditary variations occur in a somatic cells only due to some environmental effect and the effect of the conscious effort. Alright? That is why it is restricted to the first filial generations. Is it clear to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we can further categorize into the continuous variations and the discontinuous variations. What is continuous variations? The hereditary variations, if are transmitted through successive generations. If are transmitted through successive generations. Now in this, on the other hand, the discontinuous variations are the variations which are inherited only for a few generations. I'm repeating again, the variations which are inherited only for few generations, after which they are discontinued.
Ma'am,
Yes?
which variations are more important for evolution?
Okay, sit down. See, Darwin considered useful hereditary and continuous variations of a species as the most important factor for evolutions. Is it clear to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Hereditary and continuous variations of a species considered to be the most important factor in the mechanisms of evolutions. Is it clear enough till that much? Okay. Next. Now we will see the variations of individual level occur mostly by two phenomena. That is mutations and recombinations. Can I rub this? Are you all done with this?
Yes, ma'am.
So mutations. Do you know what is mutation?
Yeah, ma'am.
What is it?
Sudden change in genes is called mutation.
Yes, can you repeat it again?
Any sudden change in genes is called mutation.
Okay, sit down. Any sudden change in a gene or a genes in the structure or the number of chromosome. You please note it down, these definitions of mutations. Sudden change in a gene or a genes in the structure or number of chromosomes. Now, there are two types of mutations. Number one is gene mutations. Number second is chromosomal mutations. Now, first of all, we will see what is gene mutations. Genes mutations is the sudden heritability change in a single genetic unit. Whereas in the chromosomal mutations, any change in the structural and number of chromosomes.
Ma'am,
Yes?
how does chromosomal mutation cause variation?
How does chromosomal mutations cause variations? Okay, sit down. See, in both plants and animal species, specific typical chromosome number are available in a fixed number. So the chromosomes will remain as the barrier of hereditary material. Alright? Thus, any change in chromosomal structure and the functions can cause the variations. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Therefore, this chromosomal mutations is of two types again. What are they? The structural abbreviations and numerical change of chromosomes. Types of chromosomal mutations are of two types: structural abbreviations and numerical change of chromosomes. We will see with the structural abbreviations. In the structural abbreviations, there are four types of chromosomes. What are they? Duplications, deletions. I'll just go to the next slide and come back again. Inversions and translocations. There are four types of structural abbreviations of chromosomes are there. Now coming back to the first slide. First we will see, is it clear enough, the diagram? The pictures? Okay. See, duplications, the first point. So what is duplications? The part of one chromosome is present more than one time. And in deletions, a loss of a portions of a chromosomes. Can you see here in the duplications? A, B, C, D, E, F capital letter is there.
Yes, ma'am.
And in the other one, A, B, C, C is the extra one because part of one chromosome is present more than one time. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, in deletions, there will be a loss of a portions of a chromosome, loss of a segment of a chromosome. So A, B, C, D, E, F and A, C, D, E, F. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
পুষ্টিকর খাদ্য এবং শিক্ষা আমাদের নিতান্ত প্রয়োজনীয় জিনিস।
আপনি কি জানেন বর্তমানে ত্রিপুরায় বিদ্যালয় শিক্ষা দপ্তরের অধীনে মধ্যাহ্ন আহার প্রকল্পের উদ্যোগে সবকটি বিদ্যালয়ে সবজি বাগান গড়ে তোলা হচ্ছে।
ছাত্রছাত্রীদের পুষ্টিকর খাদ্য প্রদান করার লক্ষ্যে সেই বাগানে উৎপাদিত সার এবং কীটনাশকবিহীন সবজি প্রথম থেকে অষ্টম শ্রেণীর শিক্ষার্থীদের মিড ডে মিলে ব্যবহার করা হয়।
চলুন শিক্ষার্থীদের স্বাস্থ্যকর এবং নির্ভেজাল খাদ্য প্রদান ও সুস্থ সমাজ গড়ার লক্ষ্যে আমরা সবাই এগিয়ে আসি এবং প্রত্যেকটি বিদ্যালয়ে সবজি বাগান গড়ে তুলতে বিদ্যালয় কর্তৃপক্ষকে সাহায্য করি।
Next slide. This picture is not that clear. Okay, then we will come back. Segment of one chromosomes after being detached is rotated at at 180 degrees, at the same place, and they will rejoin. In the inversion, what happened is that the segment of one chromosomes after being detached, they will rotate at 180 degree at the same place, and they will rejoin it again. Now I will show you the first slide as this is not clear. Can you see? Inversions A, B, C, D, E, F, the capital letter, and in there A, E, D, C, B, F. Can you see? They are rotating and they are rejoining back again. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, the last one, translocations. What happened in translocations is that there is an exchange of a parts between the non-homologous chromosomes or a simple transfer of a part from one chromosome to the other. Okay? Now, can you see A, B, C, D, E, F and the small letter B, C, D, E, F? They will be transferred from the homologous chromosome or simple transfer from one chromosome to the other chromosome. So they are interconverting, right? They are changing between the non-homologous chromosomes and they are transferring from one chromosome to the other chromosome. Is it clear, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, let's see with the types of numerical changes of chromosomes. Before that, we will see what is numerical changes of chromosomes. In every species of plants and animals, they have a specific number of chromosomes. Any change in the number of chromosomes in a species can also affect the stability of a species. Alright? So there are two types of numerical changes of chromosomes. What are the two types? Aneuploidy and euploidy. So let's see what is aneuploidy. When the change in the number of any specific chromosomes are there, that is known as aneuploidy. When the number of chromosomes is altered, it is known as euploidy. Is it clear till that much?
Yes, ma'am.
Then there are two sets of chromosomes. That is 2n. Two sets of chromosomes. Alright? Two sets of chromosome. That is 2n. When the number is reduced to n, it is known as monoploidy. When the number becomes more than 2n, it is known as polyploidy. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Maharshi, tell me what is aneuploidy?
Ma'am, it is the change in number of any specific chromosome.
Okay, very good. Sit down. I hope you all are clear till this much.
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
can I go to the next slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, we will be discussing recombinations as the various source for evolutions. What is the recombinations? Recombinations means alterations in the combinations of genes in the chromosomes. So, the process of the exchange of genes by crossing over across the chiasma between homologous non-sister chromatids. So what is the main phenomenon in the recombination is that the main phenomenon is to bring about new combinations of a gene pool present in the populations. Can you see, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you at least identify the color, the blue and the pink color?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the recombinations can occur between these two strands of chromosomes, the blue color and the pink color. We will just consider it as a pink color, okay? So, and you can see there the homologous chromosomes are aligned, both there in the, this is two pictures, okay? That is not the joint picture, two pictures I have combined it. So in there, homologous chromosomes are aligned by crossing over and they will form the recombinant chromatids and non-recombinant chromatids. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now coming to natural evolution selections. In natural selections, evolutions usually occur through the origins of variations and the fixations of variations. So the natural selections establish those variations through substitutions. Here in the natural selections, I will be taking in one example. Here, Biston batularia. Can you see the dark peppermint and the light peppermint? The scientific name is the Biston batularia. Okay, so here also, can you see? The upper one is the dark peppermint and the down one is the light peppermint. You can read there, the peppermint in England, there were more light malt on the light tree before 1850. Before 1850 in England, the peppermint were more light malt were present, okay, more light in number before 1850. After 1850 on the light tree, there were more dark malt color. More pepper, dark color. Okay, why is it so? Because the dark peppermint in the dark environments, they are protected. They are protected by the predators of the birds. They have a protections. They get protected in the dark environments from the predator of the birds, whereas the light mode on the light tree could easily be detected by the predator birds. As they are light in number, they are easily detected by the predator of the birds. So number of the species get depleted significantly. Is it clear to this much?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes?
Are variations, mutations and recombinations are the only forces behind evolution and natural selection, ma'am?
Can you repeat the questions again?
Are variations, mutations and recombinations are the only forces behind evolution and natural selection, ma'am?
Okay, sit down. See, Darwin considered variation as the most important factor in the mechanisms of evolutions. But Darwin did not explain such variations, such origins of variations. But the modern synthetic theory propose and feel that variations is genetically determined. They have also proposed that genetic flow and gene flow is very important for evolutions. So the proposer of the modern synthetic theory proposed that individual variations are not important for evolutions. Rather, variations of the whole species populations for evolutions are helpful and important for the evolutions of the species. So rather than the genome number, gene pool is very important. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So rather than the genome number, gene pool is very important.
Ma'am,
Yes?
what is gene pool?
Okay, sit down. Gene pool is the collective genes reserve of a species of populations. Gene pool is the collective gene reserve of a species of populations. And I have mentioned that gene pool and genetic drift as well. So in the gene pool, the collective gene reserve of a species populations are known as a gene pool. So gene pool is responsible factor for evolutions. So any changes which occur in the gene pool is responsible factor for the evolutions, and gene which is occurred through the gene pool and the gene flow. Gene flow is the movement of alleles from one populations to the other populations, where in the genetic drift there will be a changes in a gene's frequency. changing in the gene frequency when small groups of individuals are separated from or leave a large populations. Yes?
What is gene frequency?
Genes frequency. Okay, sit down. Gene frequency is defined as the percentage of a given genes of a population. I'm repeating again. It is defined as the percentage of a given genes of a population is known as genes frequency. Now, can anyone tell me what is gene flow?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
And the movement of alleles from one population to another.
Okay, can you repeat one time again?
Ma'am, the movement of alleles from one population to another.
Okay, sit down. Very good.
Thank you.
So, are you all clear with that much? Okay.
Yes.
Thus, all the forces like the mutation, selections, genetic flow, genes flow, evolutions works for evolutions together. Is it clear enough for today's topic? Okay. So, that's it for today. I hope everyone is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The last questions I would like to ask you. Nilankon,
Yes,
can you
ma'am.
tell me what are the different types of variations?
Ma'am, useful variations, unuseful variations, hereditary variations, non-hereditary variations, continuous variations, and discontinuous variations.
Discontinuous variations. Okay, sit down.
Thank you,
Very
ma'am.
good. I hope you all are clear with the chapters, okay, and the definitions. And please go through your notes, whatever you have written. All right? Okay. Okay, thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, sit down.
ড্রপ আউটের ঘুচিয়ে ক্ষত, স্কুলে পড়ুয়ার বাড়ছে ভিড়, সর্বশিক্ষা মিড ডে মিলে স্কুল সকলের আশার নীড়।
রাজ্যের 6 থেকে 14 বছরের সব শিশুদের বিদ্যালয়ের আঙিনায় এনে তাদের বুনিয়াদী শিক্ষা সুনিশ্চিত করতে সর্বশিক্ষা অভিযান বদ্ধপরিকর। তাদের শিক্ষার সুবিধার জন্য রয়েছে বিনামূল্যে পাঠ্য বই, বিদ্যালয়ের পোশাক, উন্নতমানের পড়াশোনা, স্বাস্থ্যসম্মত শৌচাগার, বিশুদ্ধ পানীয় জল, পুষ্টিকর মধ্যাহ্ন আহার, খেলাধুলার ব্যবস্থা এবং আরও অনেক কিছু।
হ্যাঁ, তাই দেরি না করে আজই আপনার এলাকার সব শিশুদের নিকটবর্তী সরকারি বিদ্যালয়ে ভর্তি হতে উৎসাহিত করুন।
E-Classroom was sponsored by রাষ্ট্রীয় মাধ্যমিক শিক্ষা অভিযান ত্রিপুরা রাজ্য মিশন।